Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm S. Ravi Kumar, a certified solution architect and IT career coach. So today I'm going to talk about a very different topic. Today I'm going to talk about why you should learn C# and .NET. This video is primarily targeted towards students and people who are in mid of their career, especially .NET developers who are in mid of their careers and confused that whether they should learn a new technology or change their technology or should they continue with .NET development. Primarily, it is for focus towards people who are interested in .NET development or you who want to know that why they should learn .NET or C#. So without further ado, let's get started. So before anything else, let's first understand what is C# and what is .NET Framework. Okay, so C# is a language. It's an open source language. It's modern, flexible, versatile, object-oriented programming language used in conjunction with .NET Framework to develop different kind of application. ये एक ऐसा लैंग्वेज है जिसको यूज करके आप डिफरेंट डिफरेंट तरह के एप्लीकेशंस बना सकते हो along with .NET Framework. अब आप पूछोगे what is .NET Framework? So .NET Framework is a programming framework developed by Microsoft which can be used to build different kind of applications. It provides controlled environment with built-in tools for developing, installing, executing different kind of applications. What kind of application? I'll show you later. So now you will ask, why should I learn C# or why should I learn .NET Framework? क्यों भाई? ऐसा क्या स्पेशल है इसमें, right? So to prove this, I'll give you some data points because आजकल भैया डेटा का जमाना है. So data is the new oil. So I'll give you some data points that why you should learn C# and why you should learn .NET Framework. So the very first reason to learn C# is because it's free and open source. अब आप कहोगे भैया React भी तो फ्री है, Angular भी तो फ्री है, वो क्यों ना सीखें? Why should I learn C#? So the second reason is it's very versatile. You can develop practically any type of application using C#. I'll show you another slide after some time, after giving more reasons, but you can develop any kind of application. Okay, practically any kind of application using C# and .NET. I'll tell you how and where to learn. Okay, so that's the primary reason. Another reason, it's easy to learn with huge community support. What is the quantity of the community? I'll tell you just in a minute, but it has very huge community support and it's easy to learn. Second, it has very strong tooling support. So आपको .NET सीखना है, you have very strong tooling support. आपको different type के IDEs, you have choice of IDEs like Visual Studio Code, ReSharper, Rider. Of course पैसे खर्च करने पड़ेंगे Rider के लिए, but Visual Studio Code is completely free. Visual Studio Community Edition is completely free. Then there are other IDEs also like Sharp Develop. If you want to create your own IDE, you can learn by going through the code of Sharp Develop, which is open source IDE for developing .NET applications. So it has very strong tooling support. You can do machine learning with it. Yes, you can do machine learning with it. You like Python is not the only language using which you can do machine learning. You can do machine learning with .NET also. It is the 7th most popular language by developers in Stack Overflow survey. So in last 2019 survey of Stack Overflow, C# was the 7th most popular language. मैं नहीं कहता भैया, Stack Overflow कहता है. Stack Overflow, those who don't know what is Stack Overflow, Google search करके देख लो यार. Stack Overflow is the one on which a developer live by. एक क्वेश्चन आंसर की साइट है, वहां पर इट्स जस्ट लाइक आप कहोगे टेक्निकल कोरा. सो आपको कोई टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन का जवाब चाहिए, गो ऑन Stack Overflow. इट्स बैक्ड बाय $1 ट्रिलियन कंपनी माइक्रोसॉफ्ट. अभी तक मुझे कुछ दिया नहीं वैसे उन्होंने. एनीवेज, in this slide I'll show you the quantities of .NET ecosystem. You know, more than 1.5 million .NET Core developers are using Visual Studio. All this data is officially provided by like Microsoft they use in their sites. And apart from that, not only Microsoft, it is like they have taken from different sources, like as I said, Stack Overflow and GitHub and like Tech Empower. So these are the different sources. So let me tell you one by one. 1.5 million .NET Core developers. अभी स्टार्टिंग में मेरा टारगेट यही है यार कि 1.5 मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर हो जाए मेरे, बट एनीवेज 1.5 मिलियन डेवलपर्स. सो हर डेवलपर, डॉट नेट डेवलपर, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल. ओके, नंबर वन मोस्ट लव्ड फ्रेमवर्क इज डॉट नेट कोर. मैं नहीं कहता भैया, स्टैक ओवरफ्लो कहता है एंड माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वालों ने स्लाइड में डाला है. सो इट्स नंबर वन. टॉप 30 हाईएस्ट वेलोसिटी ओएसएस प्रोजेक्ट्स. सो ओएसएस मींस ओपन सोर्स solution, I guess. So open source projects जो हैं, top 30 highest velocity. By highest velocity they means which are fast growing, which are being used by people more and more, is like .NET and ASP.NET comes into that project. Because as I said, .NET is open source. C# is open source. Top 5 language on GitHub. So C# is number 5 language, like in top 5 languages in GitHub. I don't know number 5, number 2, number 3, but it comes into the top 5 languages. 7 times more faster. ASP.NET Core, which is like used for developing web applications. Again, you need to learn C# for that. C# is base one of the languages for ASP.NET Core. So ASP.NET Core is 7 times faster than Node.js. So जितने भी JavaScript वाले कह रहे हैं कि भैया सर्वर पर JavaScript चला रहे हैं using Node.js, this is 7 times faster. So people are moving towards ASP.NET Core. So again, more and more server projects are coming into ASP.NET Core. And since ASP.NET Core is cross-platform, so you can do also, you can learn, you can also deploy your applications on Linux servers. So PHP की भी बैंड बजने वाली है. I think so. भाई अपनी खीर सबको मीठी लगती है. Anyways, 40% new to .NET are students. Okay, ये डेटा of course I don't think ये इंडिया का है, because I have been to many colleges and I haven't seen more people, more students going towards .NET. So one of my reason of making this video is of course to to make this thing popular in students. So if you are a student, please share and subscribe to my channel and share this video as much as possible, so that every student should know that yes, .NET has tremendous amount of future. Now let's talk about .NET adoption. Adoption means कि किस तरह से .NET लोगों के बीच में adopt किया जा रहा है, how it is growing. So you can see 1 million new monthly active .NET developers in last year. So this is data collected by Visual Studio and Microsoft team. They are saying that every month 1 million plus new developer joined or started using Visual Studio and .NET technology or .NET Core. I think they have some mechanism using which they have counted it, but this is the slide, or this is the data taken from Microsoft. So I'm taking what they are saying. 600 plus 600k, so 600,000 plus new monthly active developers into 2019. Last year means 2019. This I am taken from recent presentation given by one Microsoft employee. So I'm taking from his slide. I have taken this data from his slide. .NET on Linux. Yes, as I said, .NET Core is cross-platform. It can work on Mac as well as Linux. So .NET on Linux, more than 1 million publishes from Visual Studio to Linux. So more than 1 million applications has been published from Visual Studio to Linux operating system. So it's growing tremendously. So this is the data why you should learn .NET. So as I was saying, you can develop any kind of application using C# and .NET. As you can see from the animation, you can develop desktop application, you can develop web application, you can develop cloud application, you can develop mobile application, gaming, IoT, AI, you name it, you get it. You have everything to develop using C# and .NET. Now let's talk one by one what all things you will need to develop these kind of applications using C# and .NET. So now let's start with what all sub-frameworks are available to develop desktop application using C# and .NET. The very first one is WinForms. This is the oldest one which is available to develop Windows application, Windows desktop application using C# and .NET. This is a sub framework and it is the oldest one. It came with .NET 1.0. Right now we have .NET Core and upcoming .NET 5, and both of them support WinForms development also. But again, as I said, it is Windows only framework. So if you want to create Windows only desktop framework, desktop applications, you can still use WinForms. The benefit of using WinForms with .NET Core is that you can share your code with cross-platform code also. So there are many ways to share that. We can discuss that in separate video if you need it. Another one is WPF, or Windows Presentation Foundation. So the idea of WPF came with Windows 8, so that metro look and that flat UI kind of design that came with WPF. So WPF is again for creating creating Windows only application, Windows only desktop application. But there is a framework called Avalonia UI. So using Avalonia UI, you can create cross-platform desktop application using WPF also. So, and again, all these frameworks, sub frameworks which I'm talking about, all of these, most of these are like open source. So Avalonia UI is also open source. So Avalonia, using Avalonia UI, if you are a WPF developer right now in if you are developing WPF application, or if you are working in company and creating WPF application, my suggestion for you would be to go with Avalonia UI or learn Avalonia UI to add as a extra badge in your kitty, and probably support Avalonia UI for developing cross-platform desktop applications. So you can utilize your WPF knowledge there. Then UWP, or Universal Windows Platform. So this framework, this sub framework was launched along with Windows 10. Microsoft has thought कि they will make this as a cross-platform framework, but unfortunately they नहीं कर पाए. Sorry, they were not able to do it. So करना इतना आसान नहीं है, but yes, you can develop Windows desktop applications using UWP, and UWP is the only sub framework which is which was supporting .NET Core from the beginning. Okay, but again, as I said, UWP is for Windows Windows only application. So using UWP, you can create Windows only application. But just like Avalonia UI, Uno is a framework using which you can create cross-platform mobile as well as desktop application using UWP. Okay, so Uno is a framework in which you will use UWP syntax or UWP controls to create cross-platform desktop and mobile applications. So again, see the reusability, so much reusability, so much flexibility. Then there is the upcoming new latest technology, that is Blazor plus Electron. So if you want to create cross-platform desktop application using web technologies, you can use Blazor plus Electron. So using Blazor and Electron, you know, Electron is like a framework using which you can use any web application. You can convert any web application into a desktop application. Okay, so Blazor supports Electron also. And if you want to go with the lighter version, you should go with Blazor plus Web Window. Of course, Web Window is experimental, but yes, there would be more support coming up. But all these are, except I don't know much about Electron, but all these Blazor plus Web Window, Blazor is open source along with .NET Core, ASP.NET Core, and all other frameworks. So these are all sub frameworks which are available for creating desktop applications using C# and .NET. Now let's talk about the current buzzword, full stack web development. What all is available for doing full stack web development? So for full stack web development, The very first one is ASP.NET Web Forms. Of course, this is not for full stack web development. It's only for web development. It's the oldest, just like WinForms. It came with WinForms. So it was kind of web version of WinForms. So it has all the features of compilation and all those things. And it is some legacy applications are still built in ASP.NET Web Forms again. So there won't be any dearth, like there won't be I can say scarcity of job if you learn this one. But yeah, it is very easy to learn once you learn WinForms or once you learn C# and .NET. It's very easy to learn all these frameworks. Another one is ASP.NET MVC. So ASP.NET MVC is pretty popular for developing web applications. There were many applications now, like Angular has tried to taken up, Angular, React, and all those frameworks has tried to taken up. But again, though this one is like, as I said, there are many frameworks, sub frameworks for developing full stack web development using C# and .NET. So another one is ASP.NET Core MVC. So ASP.NET Core MVC is the .NET Core version of ASP.NET MVC. And again, syntax, formats, and all those things are almost same or similar. So transition is very easy. Next one is ASP.NET Web API, which is used for creating RESTful web services. So in full stack web development, it comes like UI, services, and then database and all those things. So you can use C# .NET for doing full stack web development using ASP.NET Core MVC, ASP.NET Core Web API. Then another one is Blazor. It's the hot new technology. It is that Microsoft response to Angular and React. It's a single page application framework for developing web applications. So these were a few web development or full stack web development alternatives in C# and .NET. If you learn C# and .NET, you can develop web applications using these sub frameworks. Now let's talk about cloud development frameworks. So for developing cloud applications, you can use Azure development kits, using which you can use Azure functions, Azure machine learning, Azure cognitive services. So there are many development kits available to use Azure like features in .NET application, and all of them are used using C# and .NET. Another one is like AWS packages. So in .NET, there is a concept of NuGet packages. So there are many NuGet packages to use AWS services in your application. So you can use AWS Lambda, AWS database, and all those AWS features and facilities in your .NET applications using C# and .NET. You don't need to learn any other language. Similarly, you have also packages available for Google services, and you can utilize that in your .NET applications. So these were all cloud services, or this is how you can do cloud development using C# and .NET. Next comes mobile development frameworks. As I said, you can develop any kind of application using C# and .NET. So for developing mobile applications, you have the very popular framework called Xamarin. So using Xamarin, you can create mobile applications, you can create desktop application, Mac desktop applications, and you can create iOS or Android mobile applications using Xamarin frameworks. Not only this, there is Xamarin Forms framework, which is basically a UI framework developed on the top of Xamarin. And using this Xamarin Forms framework, you can create any kind of application, like cross-platform application, whether it is application for tvOS, or whether it is application for your Apple Watch, whether it is application for your iOS mobile or Android mobile. You can create any kind of cross-platform application, mobile application using Xamarin Forms, and it is like growing pretty much. The next version of Xamarin Forms is called MAUI or Mavi. So using Mavi, it's the next version of Xamarin Forms. So that's why I haven't written, but Xamarin Forms is the cross-platform UI framework using which you can develop mobile applications using C# and .NET again. Next one is Uno. As I said, Uno is like it uses UWP syntax for developing mobile and desktop applications, and it under the hood it uses Xamarin for cross-platform development and UWP for Windows desktop development. But Uno, using Uno, you can also develop mobile application, cross-platform mobile application. It is not by Microsoft. Uno is this sub framework or this framework is developed by some other company other than Microsoft, but they work very closely with Microsoft and it is very popular. Like they have many production applications developed using Uno and UWP technology. So yes, you can develop mobile application using Uno also. So these are all frameworks available in C Sharp and .NET using which you can develop mobile applications. Now let's talk about game development. Yes, you can do game development also using C Sharp and .NET framework. So what do you need for doing game development? For doing game development, you can use Unity framework. So Unity here C Sharp language will be used, but .NET framework is not used much. Unity is primarily based on the open source implementation of .NET, that is Mono. So Unity is primarily based on Mono, but yes, using C Sharp you can create games, cross-platform games using Unity engine. So using Unity engine you can create awesome like 3D games or augmented reality games using Unity engine. So Unity is there for game development. Then again, using Xamarin, you can also create mobile games using Xamarin and C Sharp and .NET framework. So this is how you can do game development using C Sharp and .NET. Now let's talk about IoT development. So for IoT development, .NET Core supports Raspberry Pi and all the other devices which are available for doing IoT development. So you can run .NET Core on Raspberry Pis or any kind of embedded device for creating your for doing your IoT development. So using C Sharp and .NET, you can also do IoT development. Next, let's talk about the famous and the most popular thing in market right now, machine learning. So for doing machine learning, there is a framework called ML.NET, जो कि completely open source है. It's completely open source and free for developing machine learning applications. So you can do machine learning things like it's primarily built for .NET developers. So you can create machine learning models using model builder, which is a UI for developing custom models, and it is extended for third-party frameworks also. So you can utilize TensorFlow, Onyx, Infer.NET, and other frameworks using ML.NET also. So ML.NET can be used for doing AI and machine learning development using C Sharp. Apart from this, there are also Azure-based services which you can use using C Sharp, like cognitive services, which you can use for getting machine learning services. So using C Sharp and .NET, you can do machine learning also. So now I have given you ample data to decide that you should learn C Sharp and .NET, because using C Sharp and .NET you can develop any kind of application. There are frameworks available for developing any kind of applications using just C Sharp and .NET. So when you learn C Sharp and .NET, learning these all frameworks will be just learning new features, and you have to use the same C Sharp code syntax, and all the benefits of C Sharp you can get in all these languages. If you want to develop mobile application, you can use C Sharp with Xamarin Forms or Xamarin or Uno. If you want to develop cross-platform desktop application, you can again use whether Blazor plus Electron, or you can use Avalonia UI, or you can use Uno also. For developing web application, again you can use ASP.NET Core or ASP.NET Core MVC or Blazor. So there are so many possibilities using C Sharp and .NET. So if you learn C Sharp and .NET, there are plethora of possibilities right now in market, and it is growing day by day with increasing popularity of .NET Core. the popularity of C Sharp and .NET is growing day by day. So I think you should continue with C Sharp, .NET, Blazor, ASP.NET Core, and Xamarin rather than jumping guns from one language to another language, one framework to another framework. I hope my this video will help you in taking decision on how to choose your career in C Sharp and .NET. And if you are in mid-level .NET developer, where you should go or what you should do next. As usual, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe this video with your friends and colleagues. Until my next video, take care. Bye bye.